Hey guys, how are you? We're just getting ready to get started here. Making sure I've got basically everything in frame for you. And then we can start getting our equipment ready. So, loud on. Gonna get a few things out of the way here. And we will be getting started shortly. Today, you're gonna need several things. You're gonna need a whole bunch of weights. You can see I'm not very organized. They're all spread out around me. So start gathering your weights, and you will need a chair, and you'll need some loop bands. All right, so gather those things. Also, if you like to listen to music, get that started. Some water and a mat, and you should be set. All right, today we're working on hamstrings and quads. This week, again, I'm breaking down the muscle groups in our body, and we are lifting heavy. So I want you to have some weight that is heavy for you. I have tons of options today. If you worked out with me yesterday, you may remember that I needed lots of options. Sometimes, it's kind of trial and error where we figure out where we're at in any given lift. So today I gave myself lots of options again. I've got my heavy weights. For me, that would be 30-pound dumbbells. That's on my heavy end. And then I'm basically stepping all the way down. I've got 20s, 25s, 10s, 12s. And then I would like you to also grab a set of small dumbbells, like 5s. We're gonna use those to position our feet here at some point, and then we're gonna get started, all right? Tessa, good morning. Anybody else who wants to check in really quick before we get started? That's always welcome. I love to see who is working out with me on any given day. And then we're gonna warm up. Now, I had a request. We're gonna warm up our hamstrings with just a simple deadlift. So we're gonna go light. And you guys loved the deadlift that we did last week where we pointed our toes out. So I'm gonna add that in today, and we're gonna do a few extra sets of those as well. So be ready for that. But this first set is just gonna be a traditional deadlift, and I want you to choose a weight that's not super heavy for you to get started, all right? So I'm gonna grab 15s. I think that'll work for me, and then we are gonna get moving. So just that traditional stiff-legged deadlift, get going. Kind of working the kinks out, working the soreness out. I am excited for today's workout. It is a good one. We're gonna get our quads and our hamstrings good. The question is gonna be if I can get through everything today, because I've got a lot of great stuff on my list of what I want to accomplish in class. And we have a lot to get through. All right, take your time. Loosen up those hamstrings. Start to get those guys warm. And let's do about 12 more. Sounds good to me. And we'll do our 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. Hang in there with me. 4, 3, I am sore and tight today, definitely. 2, last one. And 1. Now, this is up to you. We're gonna do a set of deadlifts with our toes turned out. I'm feeling good with the 15s. I think I can go up to 20s. Still getting warm, right? So I'm gonna move on up here. Toes are facing outward, and then it's still just that deadlift. You ready? Here we go. So this hits those hamstrings at a different angle. You're gonna feel it. Take your time. Lift with your hamstrings and glutes. And I think I liked the number 12. So here we go, 12 more, starting here for 12. And we're gonna take our time on these. 11, you're driving those hips forward. 10. And 9. 8. 7. 6. 4. 3. 2. Here we go with our last one. And 1. Nice work. Set those guys down. We'll come back to hamstrings, but let's engage our quads a little bit. Grab your small weights. We're going to elevate our heels and move into a squat. We will do these with weight, but I want you to figure out where your weights need to be positioned to go into that squat. So for example, I just stepped on mine to test them out. I think they need to be a little farther apart. So I'm gonna raise my heels up, and then I get to pick up my weight. I am choosing to do this goblet style, so I'm holding the weight up here, so I'm just gonna hold 1. You can hold 2 if you want. A 20 sounds good to me. For this first set, we'll feel it out. I'm gonna hold it just like this, elevating those heels, and let's take it down. I wanna keep it small. So small and low. It is okay if you lean slightly forward. Now the reason why I have your heels elevated, one great way to work quads is to force your weight forward into those quads, right? So make sure here that you're bending your knees, bending and straightening those knees. You're not bobbing forward at the waist, okay? You wanna make sure this is a little squat. Down low. And we wanna shift our weight so that our quads are overloaded. You can still put weight in your heels, even though they're elevated on those dumbbells. But let's go with 12. 11, 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up straight, and let me show you something really cool for our hamstrings. Follow along, no weight, okay? Choose your leg to be forward. It doesn't matter which one. We're gonna do one side and then the other. We're gonna go into a really, really low lunge. If this hurts your back or your knees or something, to come into a lunge right here, then I want you to stay right here. Notice I'm close to my wall in case I start to tip. But another thing you can do is take your back foot and turn it to the side for stability. That's fine, okay? I want you in a low lunge, and I don't want your knee over your toe, okay? I'll show you how to modify this, but we are gonna stand up through our heel. Follow along. Bring your chest down, hands on either side of your foot. Push up through your heel, raise your chest. Down, raise your chest. Now this is a hamstring killer. So you're not standing up like this. Stay in your lunge, push up through your heel, bring that chest up. We're gonna do 12, okay? 11, if it's too much for you to get way down here, do it right here. 9, like that, okay? And 8. 7, oh my goodness. 6, 5, 4, my front hamstring is on fire. 3, 2, last one. And 1, can I get out of this? I'm gonna turn forward and bring those feet in and shake it out. All right, we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Some of you have done this with me before a long, long time ago, so you may have seen it before. If it's new to you, take it slow, take it easy, find your correct position. All right, we're gonna do a couple sets of these throughout the workout, especially to keep yourself stable. It is totally cool to turn your back leg to the side, but then you wanna turn your chest and hips to that front leg. You ready to get into our low lunge? All right, we're standing up through the heel. Just push that chest up. Push that chest up, stay nice and low. Push through your front heel. You will feel it like nobody's business in that hamstring. Breathe through it. Let's go with 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Whoo! 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I'm going to turn and straighten those legs, bring them together, and shake it out. Okay, I want to go jump right into our very first max out set. I know, right? Again, if you don't feel like you're quite ready to max out yet in a deadlift, then don't. But we're going to do 10 repetitions, as heavy of a weight as you think you're able to do. This first set, I want to do our max with our toes out, okay? So I'm going to grab 30s, give that a try. We'll see how those are treating me today. My really heavy weights for upper body did me wrong yesterday. I was struggling, so let's see how lower body feels today. Toes out, 10 reps. Ready? Let's do it. Nice and slow and controlled, as heavy as you can manage. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, all right, I'm gonna set these big guys down. We just did our max out, so after that, we wanna catch our breath, right? That was a lot of weight. If you're new, or if for some reason you're not doing your absolute max, there could be a number of reasons for that, and that's fine. You need to get yourself to failure. So if you feel like you can do way more than 10 repetitions, you can either do more while I'm taking my breather, okay? So keep going. Or you can go up in weight if you feel okay to do that. But we've all had times in our life where we had to take the weight down a notch. Just do more reps, okay? All right. I'm gonna go right into 1 second max out. I know, weird, right? But you can do it. Hamstrings. We're gonna do an elevated deadlift. So toes are elevated because it would make sense, right? We wanna overload those hamstrings. So get your little weights under your toes. We're gonna do another max out set. So, you know, we did the 1 similar to this. Kind of go from there. If you could do way more and you're feeling good to max out, go up in weight for this one. Toes raised, deadlifts with max weight. So 10 reps, right? Okay. I did it. I did the 30s, so we're going to do them again. Sticking my toes up on my dumbbells. You don't need to fall. Just elevate those toes a bit. All right? Okay. Are you ready? Let's give it a try. Oh, you feel that? I love this version of the deadlift with elevated toes. There's 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, last one. 1. Oh, feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. Now, we're playing around with our foot position a lot today. Catch your breath. So, elevating the toes. Back into our hamstrings. We're going to go back to elevating the heel, which, right, we're going to overload our quad. This time we're going to do it in a lunge position. So I'm going to turn to the side. You only need one thing to raise your heel. You can use something other than a dumbbell. You could use a plate. You could roll up your mat, whatever. But I want you to get into position first, and then we will use weight for this, okay? So front foot, take your pick. Elevated heel. Then, again, you can be close to a wall to help you get in position. You're going to come down in that lunge position. This is one that your weight is going to shift forward slightly. So your knee is going to be pretty close to over that toe. That's okay as long as you don't have discomfort in the knee. If your knee starts bugging you, take the weight out from under your heel and just do a static lunge, okay? So it's going to be like this. You have a couple options. If you feel like balance is going to be an issue for you, hold on to a wall and hold one weight. We're going to do about 15 reps, higher repetitions. If you're feeling good or don't have a wall nearby, you can hold 2 weights, or if you need to hold 2 to get your weight right. This is not a max out, but I do want you to go kind of heavy. I think I'm going to try holding 1 weight, holding my balance up against the wall, and see how I feel for this first set, balance-wise. So I'm going to hold 125. You can hold on to your chair too. I've got a chair, so you should too. Make this work for you. We're going to go down into that static lunge. Weight is forward slightly. We are bending and straightening the front knee. Ready? Bend, straighten. Notice I am not coming all the way up here, okay? You want to stay static, but with your front heel elevated, you may need to bring this back leg in a little closer. It's a tighter lunge because we're forward, right? We're overloading that quad. Now I've been chatting, hopefully you've been working, so let's do 10 more. Here we go. 10, overload that quad. You want your weight forward. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Bring it in. New to many of you. So give yourself some grace. Make adjustments as you go. If you found that you really felt it like crazy in your hamstring, that's not the end of the world. But when you move to the other side, make a conscious effort to take those legs in a little closer, and you want your leg forward and over top because we are overloading the quad. You don't want to use your lower back, so you got to find that sweet spot. But we want the weight forward. Okay, you ready to try that other side? I'm not going to mess around with moving anything. I'm just going to go to the other leg. Keep it right here. So I'm gonna elevate that front heel, take it back, and then we're going down and up. I'm gonna work to get to that position that my quad is being overloaded. So weight is forward slightly. Keep it going. Don't lift with that lower back. All right, 10. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Bring it up and in. And we're gonna go right back in to our max out deadlifts, partly so you can stand up straight for a second, okay? One more set of both of these. We're gonna start with just traditional foot position, elevated toes, so get your little weights. Just a quick reminder, if something hurts you, if you can't get your balance, if you're like, I'm not feeling it, Erin, with the elevated toes, you can do deadlifts on the ground, flat-footed, that's fine. We're maxing out 10 repetitions, elevated toes. So I got my 30s. I'm still breathing heavy from those lunges. Yikes. All right, you ready? Let's go. Oh. 10. 8. 5. Oh, I can't talk. 3. 2. Last one. 1. All right, I'm gonna set my big guys down. Catch your breath. Keep going if you can do more. I'm gonna take these guys aside. Take a second to breathe. I will too. And then we're gonna do our final max out set of these toes out, okay? Whoo! Gotta catch my breath. In fact, while I'm at it, here we go. Gotta wipe my face over here. Get my towel nearby. Okay, are you guys ready? Toes out, max weight, which means all you can handle for 10 reps. If you're going less than max, do more reps. You ready? Let's go. 10. 9. This is a slower movement. Be okay with it. 8. 7. 4. 3. 2. And 1. My, oh my. All right, again, after that max out set, let's catch our breath really quick. Okay, before we move back to quads, crazily, I have one more kind of hamstring move in this position. We're gonna go back to our lunge stance, but this time we're gonna add weight to that chest lunge, all right? So if you need to be by a wall or by your chair to hold on, get that kind of in your mind when you position yourself. You're gonna choose one dumbbell. It does not need to be super heavy. I am choosing a 10, and I am nervous about a 10, okay? I think that's gonna be a push for me. So you're gonna take your one dumbbell, it doesn't need to be super heavy, set around in front of your front foot. In fact, I think I'm gonna start with the leg I've been ending with most of the time. So we're gonna go into our deep lunge. You can turn your back foot to the side if you struggle with balance, which I am this morning. So we're gonna come down in that lunge. Here's all you're gonna do. You're still lifting your chest. Pick up the weight, set it on the top of your knee, put it down in front of your toe. Stand up through your heel, put it down. We're doing 15. 14, you wanna stand up through that front heel. 12. 10, you can set it on top of your foot. Oh my gosh. 8. 6. 4. 2. Last one. Okay, I don't know if I can get out of this. I need the wall. Set that guy down. All right, I'm coming up. Shake it out. Oh, that was so challenging. Shake out those legs. Catch your breath. We're gonna do the same to the other side. You can go up or down in weight. You can choose to get rid of the weight altogether and just do that arms forward bit that we did at the beginning of class, all right? It's your choice. Okay, are we ready for this other side? No, we're not. We are not ready, but we're gonna do it anyways. So I got my 10 out in front. Holy hamstring. Don't worry, we're gonna sit down here in just a second. Hang in there with me. Okay. Lunge. I'm gonna need my back foot turns because this is killer. Take it on down. You guys ready? Let's do it. Stand up through your heel. Make sure those feet are wide. Okay, if you take your weight to the top of your foot, that's fine. Push up through your heel. Eleven more. 11. 9. Want those legs real wide. 8. Oh my gosh. 6. 5. 3. 2. Last one. 1. I need something to hold on to. Gonna bring it up, shake it out. Okay, our rest is gonna be setting up for this next set. Let's do some quads, shall we? You're gonna need your chair. I'm gonna give you several options depending on how tight your loop band is. So I like lots of range of motion for this. We're gonna do a quad extension. So I combined 2 of my lightweight bands. If you just have one, choose one that's lighter weight. If you don't have options, just get your band. Now, you're gonna take a heavy set of dumbbells and make it your anchor point. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Because this will allow you to adjust where you need to be. Then you're gonna take your loop band, even if you just have one, that's fine. And loop it under your anchor point. I'm using my 2 heavy weights. Now, start to feel this out and make adjustments. You're gonna sit in your chair. This anchor point needs to go wherever you can get the tension you need. So I'm gonna take my band and loop it through my foot. We're doing an extension. If you only have one band, you might want to be way up here in front, okay? I have 2, so I need more tension. So I'm going to bring my chair, right, forward to where I can get the tension that I need. I can bring it even farther forward, okay? If you do not have a setup like this that will work, grab a light dumbbell. We will do that in a second anyways. And put it on your knee to do this, okay? Now we're gonna sit up nice and tall. You can hold on to your chair. Lift your leg up off your chair, sit up nice and tall. Straighten and squeeze your quad. Squeeze. You've got 15, 14, 13, 11, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm so shaky. 1, and I'm putting that leg down. All right, we're gonna move to the other leg. You can move your chair and everything as you need. I'm gonna try to save time. So I'm just gonna turn a little bit. You know, I think I may just be able to do one of these. I'm pretty close anyways. Okay, give it a test. Depending on the strength of that loop band that you've got, it doesn't have to be super, super, super strong because I want you to have that range of motion. Okay, I'm gonna get a death grip on my chair. Lift this leg up, and here we go. Straighten and squeeze. 11, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My, oh my. All right, we're gonna do a weighted hamstring or a weighted quad extension. You're gonna take one dumbbell and hold it in your feet. It always takes a little bit of trial and error for me to grab hold of that dumbbell, so don't stress about it. Depending on how tall your chair is or how short your legs are, that's gonna kind of determine your range of motion, and I'll talk you through it as we go. So I'm gonna start with a 15. I don't know if that's where I'm at with one, but here we go, regardless. Then I'm gonna grip the weight in between my feet. So notice how I'm out farther away from my and bend, and I can already tell my 15 is too heavy. So let's drop it down to a 10 and see how I feel about that. If your legs are short or your chair is taller, you're gonna be at more of a 90-degree angle because you're gonna have that space. My dumbbell hits the ground out here. Oh, 10 feels better. I can actually lift it. All right, we're gonna hold on to our chair. You can scoop back for this one, okay, because you want the support here. And you're gonna straighten. Oh, I don't know, guys. I might have to go back to the 15. It was killing me, but the 10 feels too light, and that's what I've got. So scoop back so your hamstrings are supported. Straighten and squeeze. I'm gonna go up in weight. I think I actually can do the 15, dang it. And then we're gonna do 12 reps. If you're still going, keep going. Here we go. Oh, yes. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. All right, let's get rid of our chair for a second. I want you to keep your loop band set up, okay? I'm gonna move mine out of the way. I don't have mine in a very good spot, but we're gonna use that in just a second. So don't take it apart. I'm just gonna get mine up here, out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna show you something awesome for hamstrings. More awesome things, can you believe it? So we're gonna do a pendulum swing. They're called many different things, but we're gonna go heavy, okay? We're gonna start with our right leg, so we're all starting together, and it's this, right? We're going heavy, 12 repetitions, maybe. We're gonna shoot 10 to 12. So, you know, I think I can do 25s. You can hold 2 weights or 1. If you really struggle with balance, don't give up. Don't say, oh, I can't do these. You can find your wall or your chair and hold 1 weight. And then you can use that wall or chair for balance. If you have a little, even if you're struggling slightly, try it without. We want to build that balance. But if you find that you can't even do a few repetitions without falling over your other foot down, hold on to a wall. Okay, kind of figure out where you're at. It's okay to push yourself. It's okay if you wobble. Okay, we're gonna say 12. This leg is down, heavy. Pendulums for the hamstring. Grab your weight. All right, I'm gonna scoot back in case I do pitch forward. At least I won't face plant into my dumbbells. Ready? Let's go. Forward and up. Work on your balance. Straight forward. 10. This is a slower thing here, and it is okay. 9. 7. 5. 4. Last one. 1. Now set those heavy weights down. Same leg. Everything is the same, only you're going to use your pulley system as your resistance. So you need to figure out how far from your anchor point you need to be. If you don't have a pulley system set up like this is my makeshift pulley system at home, then do it with a weight again. You're going to do the same thing. Here's what we got. Exact same thing, same leg. Give it a try, okay? You're going to hinge forward and then pull through that hamstring. I need to scoot back. Okay. It's okay if you keep your band in tight. It's okay if you pull it out like this. I want you to feel it in that hamstring. So find the sweet spot for you. You can hold with 2 hands. Make it work. Once you get some balance, see if you can really lay out. Now, this is not for your arms. So you're not doing a pull. kind of lock it in. It's okay if you pull a little bit to get that, but figure out where you need to be. A lot of that is going to depend on how strong your band is. 10 more. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. And 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Shake out the arch of that foot. All of that balance work we just did. You're going to feel it in the arch of your foot. You're going to feel it in your calf, maybe your ankle, everything. We did back-to-back balance moves on that one leg. So give yourself some grace. Shake it out. All right. Same thing. Other leg. Are you ready? I'm not sure I'm ready, but we're going to do it. What did we do? 12? 12 on the other side. I'm usually more balanced on one side than the other. I'm moving to my left leg. This is usually the one that's not very balanced. So we are going to see how it goes, right? Take it slow. Work on that balance. You ready? Let's go. There's 8 more. Six more. Last 3. Ah, 1. That was a baby falling one. All right, great job. Okay, catch your breath. We're gonna do our second set, same leg with the band. Again, if the band's not working well for you, do a second set holding dumbbells. 2 or 1. All righty. The trick is to get in the right position. You're gonna feel this all over your body because this is a stabilizing move where you're using balance. Core, lower back, ankles, arches of your feet, everything. So be okay with it, it's all right. Here we go. Take a little trial. It's okay, you can hold it with 1 hand or 2. It doesn't matter, okay? Really try to get that body nice and long right here. Raise that leg. 10. 9. 8. 7. 5. Woo-hoo-hoo, 4. Struggling with my balance here. See if I can finish. I'm so shaky. 3. 2. Last one. Come on, Erin. Get it together. 1. Barely sort of got it together there. Okay, catch your breath, shake it out. We're gonna do one final deadlift version. I really like this one I'm about to show you. And then we're gonna use our chair again for some quads, okay? So, we're just gonna do a regular standing deadlift. I need to be on both feet, obviously. So, we're gonna go heavy, we're gonna do a max. So, as heavy as you can go. I'm using my super heavy weights to stabilize my band, which is fine because we're gonna incorporate the band into this if you're able. Now, you have 2 options. If you have a setup like this, you're gonna step in the middle of it and walk away so it's around your hips. I'll come back to it, okay? If you don't have a setup like this, or if you need your weights for the deadlift, you're just gonna take your regular loop band and loop it above your knees. And then we're gonna do a deadlift, all right? You ready? So I'm gonna get my weights, 25s. We're doing 12 repetitions out in front. And then I'm stepping in to my loop band. And it needs to be just around my hips. It's okay if it moves, okay? It's okay. Don't stress about it. Now, you wanna step away because this is gonna add resistance, right? And then I'm also gonna add my weights. Ready for this? Find the range of motion that works for you. Get away from that anchor point far enough that you've got some resistance. 12 reps, you ready? Here we go. 12, squeeze those cheeks. 11, 10, 8, 5, 4, 1. All right, set those heavy weights down. Step out of your little pulley system. And then we're gonna do one light hamstring burnout. So I want you to go with a lighter weight, like a 10 or a 15, because we're gonna put it behind our back. Weird, right? This is all about form. So I've got my 10. Again, if any of this hurts you, you're gonna hold your light weight out in front of you. If you're okay, you're gonna bring your light weight against your back. This is why I want you to go light, okay? So this is a deadlift. Chest out, hold that weight behind your back, behind your neck. Keep a nice flat back, feel that hamstring stretch. I don't want you going super heavy. We're gonna do a little burnout. Try to get your weight more so on your shoulders. If anything is hurting you, move your weight to the front. But we're gonna do 12. 11. You can go with a heavier weight if it doesn't bother your neck. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Be careful. Now, we're gonna end class sitting down. I don't wanna stand up again. So I wanna get one more, because it was so good, of our stiff-legged deadlifts using the band. Last set. Again, if you just want to do a standing deadlift without the band, do it. We're going to do 12 reps, and then I promise, seated quad work for the last 6-7 minutes of class. Okay, step into that band. This one was so good, especially if you get far enough away from your anchor point so that your band is offering some pretty good resistance. So I'm gonna waddle up here. Woohoo! It's gonna pull me back. Okay, 12 reps, you ready? Here we go. This one feels a little different because you need to tuck your hips and squeeze your cheeks at the top. 12, 11, 10, 9, 6, 1. All right, be careful. Back up. Get rid of that weight. Okay, as promised, grab your chair. And we're gonna have a seat. Quad extension. I'm gonna try a 20. I don't know. We already did this. 10 repetitions. Have a seat. The trick is to scoot back in your chair for this one so that your hamstrings are supported. And then you just get that death grip on your chair. If this does not work for you, grab one single dumbbell, put it on your knee, lift your leg up, and just straighten and bend, okay? You'll do one leg at a time. We're gonna do one set, 10 reps. Oh, I don't know about the 20, guys. Okay, ready? Here we go. 10, 8, 5, last one, and 1. Okay, let me show you something cool. Grab a loop band, grab a 5-pound dumbbell. I'm gonna give you an option if this does not work. Now, have you guys seen on late night infomercials? It's this new like boot thing that you put on your foot and you can hook a weight to it. So you can do a one-legged extension or you can stand there and do a curl, right? You do not need that boot, okay? You can take a weight, loop it around a bunch of times in your loop band. I think I'm gonna go with my one that has a little bit more give. So if what I'm about to show you hurts you, then you're gonna do exactly the lift that I tell you to do, only you are gonna hold your weight here, okay? Because we're gonna do an extension. If you did that the first time around, that's fine. We're gonna come back and do the other side, so don't stress. We're doing another set. So switch sides and you're here. But you can take your loop band and attach your weight, light weight, you don't need much, 5, to your foot. So I'm looping my little 5-pound dumbbell, setting it on top of my foot, sliding that band across my foot, and then I'm giving it a loop, right? Now you want it secured good. So I loop it around and then I take this band, stretch apart, and cross it over. So it is like hooked in there, right? Makes sense? If not, play around with it, scoot it up on your foot, whatever. If this hurts, or if you're like, it is not, and attach a weight behind your foot too, and do a hamstring curl. So please don't buy that thing. Okay, are you ready? I'm gonna scoot back. I wanna isolate my quad, so I'm gonna support my hamstring here. And we are going to straighten and squeeze. Straighten and squeeze. Now, I want you to feel this. How does it feel? Do you need a heavier weight? You have a couple options. You can take a second and attach a heavier weight, but I don't want you to hurt your foot. Your other option to make this more challenging is to not support your hamstring, meaning hold your leg up and straighten, okay? We are going to do 15 reps. Choose where you need to be. 15. Do you need a heavier weight? Hurry and hook it on there. 13. 12. Squeeze that quad. 11. 10. And 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I'm gonna rest. Now, I'm gonna do something strange, I guess. My weight felt really secure. I got it on there good. So I think I can securely do a heavier. So I'm actually gonna jump right up to a 10 on this other side. I just wanna give it a try, okay? So I know it's a different weight. That's okay. I want to see what I'm capable of today. And so I'm going to rest it there, loop my foot through, and then give it a twist. Okay? And then what I do with this extra loop is I lift up and stick it through my weight. So it's kind of making an X on top, if that makes sense. Again, if this hurts your foot, your ankle, whatever, go with a lighter weight, do more repetitions, or don't do it. Hold the dumbbell right up here, okay? All right. Are we ready? I don't know. Let's find out. Here we go. So a 10 is probably about all I could do with this comfortably. It's moving around a little bit, but I can manage. So I'm going to do 12. 11. You can do more repetitions with a lighter weight. That's awesome. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Put it down. All right, I know that we are short on time. So here's our final max out set with as heavy of a weight as we can handle. 10 reps. And I'm going with the 20. And then that's the end of class, okay? My quads are a shaky mess. So let's see how this one treats me. Scoot back. Ready? Here we go. Up. 10. 6. 5. 4. 3. And 1. You can always do a little burnout at the end if you want, little teeny mini ones, right? But we are short on time. That is it for me. Thanks for hanging in there. We went like a minute over. I had to show you some of that stuff. Believe it or not, I still have other things on my list that I was super excited to show you today. So I'm gonna have to bring them back for another workout. If you finish this workout, let me know, okay? Let me know that you finished. And then, as always, it's really helpful for me in designing my future workouts to know what you guys like. So, today, did you have a specific move that you liked? Did you prefer working quads? Did you prefer working hamstrings? Did you love it all? Did you hate it all? Let me know, okay? While you're milling that over, let's do a quick quad stretch. Quads feel a little bit different. Hamstrings are similar actually in this way too. You're probably just gonna feel really shaky now. Really, really shaky. So let's give ourselves a little bit of a quad stretch. Let me know if you finished the workout. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. And then give me a little hamstring stretch here, may as well. I can feel it in my lower back too, that feels good. Other side, hula. And shaking it out. And then I want to hear from you guys. Who finished? Tessa, I knew you could. The static lunge really got you with the elevated heel. Yeah, me too. Or the one where you have to pick up the weight. Today, that with the weight that we had to set down and pick up, I almost started crying. Like tears were coming out. That was so hard. But great job, Tessa. I love working out with you. Anybody else with questions? If you do this later, let me know. Still let me know that you completed the workout. Yes, that one. Yeah, I'm right there with you. That one was just murder. All right, great job. Tomorrow I'm taking off, so I will see you guys on Friday. Have a great day.